Hey everybody, this is a bit of everything today. I've got to go through my planner and update you on the week. I've got some money to cash stuff, and then I'm doing my December totals. So I've got everything written down already, what I'm going to be going through. I have had a really bad week this week. I was supposed to get paid yesterday, so today's Saturday the 17th. I was supposed to be getting paid my last pay from my job yesterday, and also over £400 worth of annual leave that they owe me. They are refusing to pay it me, so I've got to go down to Citizens Advice next Wednesday just to see if it's in my contract that they don't have to pay me. So I've had a whole nightmare, and because I've not got that, well, 600 quid, they've sent it through to HMRC that they've paid me this 600 something pounds, but they haven't. And it's just a whole big process. So because they've put it through to HMRC, I've not been paid my full benefits. So I've really going to be struggling this month. But let's do where I'm up to. Don't even know what week we were on. 11th to the 17th. So, let me just zoom you in. So, I went to see Wicked for Good on Sunday. I really, really love that movie, and I can't afford to buy it on Amazon Prime yet. So I'm just going back to the cinema to watch it. Again, went to watch the SpongeBob movie on Monday. My friend Emma came over for movies and dinner. I had an interview for a nursery nurse apprenticeship. They told me that I'd get a phone call the next day to see if I got it. I've not yet received that phone call, so I don't know if I'm going to. 15th was my dad's birthday. Yesterday was a no spend, and today's going to be a no spend because I don't have any money to spend. So there's that. I've got a few things on next week. I've got a phone appointment about my pill because I get it annually. So I get 12 months in January, and then I'm fine until next January. So I have that on Tuesday. I have a universal credit appointment on Tuesday, which is the day that I get paid from my benefits. I have doctors Wednesday, and then after that I'm pretty free. So that's my planner for this month. However, if I go onto this page, I've written out my budget. So because I've not got my full benefits, which is supposed to be 800 plus, because work's put it through to tax that I've been paid this 600 something quid when I haven't. So I've only got £46 and £461 and 2 pence. My board comes out on the 20th, that's £300. My phone is £24. Comes out on the 24th, is £15. IVA 28th, £100. Cinema 29th, £18. Photos, that's just for storage, comes out on the 29th, is £2. And then music is on the 15th, and it comes out at £19. That is, so I could actually cancel my phone, cinema, photos and music and actually have some money, but quite frankly I'm very happy with my bills. So that comes to £454, leaves me with £7 and 2 pence, which means I can't do anything other than save that as a buffer. So from, well, after this week, you're not going to see me now until I get paid on the 20th of February, which is on a Friday. So yeah, I've got no money at all, no income, and I'm very, very stressed out about it. And hopefully Citizens Advice can go through my contract and see, because apparently it can be in your contract that they don't have to pay you if they let you go. But yeah, I've just had a very, very, very bad time. Here's the money. Do a fan. So there's 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50. Sorry about that. Just had to go and answer the door. So, £50 of cash stuff. I'm just trying to move that back. And what am I doing? I've added into my long-term savings, Save the Year. This is going to be an emergency fund. This is by Plan Budget Repeat. Yep, Plan Budget Repeat. And I have actually changed the numbers so that there's no coins. So as you can see, I've rounded them all to the nearest 5. So I'm going to do January, because I've not got any January budget. This is still December's pay. So January is £20. I'm really breathless. I'm waiting to go to the doctors next week to be able to get my prescription for my inhalers. I have to do a full body medical, which I needed to get done anyway for my PIP claim for my autism and asthma. So £20 is going in there, first of all. So 5, 10, 15, 20. £20 going in. So next month will be February. So February needs £45. And then I've also added in 1 month ahead by Kimberley Budgets. This isn't, I need a lot more than that, because each month I get about £800. But I just thought as a start, that's enough. Which I might put some money into here. I've not quite decided yet. I'm just gonna skip ahead though to Christmas, because I know Christmas needs £15 to make it at 100. As you can see, 5, 10, 15. So I'm going to put £15 in here. 1, 2, 3. Move that money back a minute so I don't try and use that. And then I just need a 6-sided dice. Challenge 2 is Merry Snapmas. I need my scratch off tool, which I can't even get out. Right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2. Ooh, so this one's not getting anything, because each cookie is £5, but this is not a cookie, this is cookie crumbs. Obviously after Santa's eaten them. So, this challenge isn't getting anything. Just gonna leave this to the side just in case I need it again. So, challenge 5 is chocolate hugs. So that's going to get £5. That'll leave it at 15. This used to be £10, but I switched it to 5. I just thought that 5 is a bit more manageable for me on such a little budget. Or quite frankly, on no budget. So, now I know some people might be wondering why I do scratch offs and I've not got one of those little hoovers that everyone uses. I can't stand the sound of a hoover. I don't know why. I think it might be my autism, but every time that, say, cash stuffers use the hoover, I have to mute the TV And sometimes they don't mention that they're going to use it, they just turn it on, and it really is quite distressing for me. So that's why I've got a bin next to me, just a little bin, and I just pour it into there. It's just down in this corner. So challenge 2 again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, this is a cookie, so this is getting 5. So that's getting another 5, so that should have £20 in it now. So I will do a count up after, because as I say, I'm doing December totals, so. And then I've got 5 more pounds left, so let's see where that one's going. Number 6, which is Panto. I'm going to cross off this little popcorn bucket. Put the money in. That now has £20. And then just need to cross off 1, 2, 3. I'm just going to leave this to the side. You won't be able to see it, but I'm not going to close it just so that the ink can dry. So let's see how much I have left. I have 5, 10, £15 left. Where am I going to put that? I have just stopped to show you this. So I have taken out and messed around with some things. So this is my variable binder. I've got £5 in gifts, health. I've still got this. However, I've added in I didn't know where I put it then. I've just got reach for the stars. Each star is £5, saves £100 from Lazy Flamingo Design. No longer does any products. Tammy's great. She's one of my online friends. And then I just thought that saving £5 instead of doing 20 at a time is just a bit more manageable for me. So I have just added that in there. I did have an extra envelope for it, but then I thought this is too much for my brain. I just couldn't handle it. And I've moved Lucky Toss into here with the dashboard. I've just put that at the back because, yeah, why not? So I'm just going to cross these. I can't be able to colour them. So I'm going to put £5 in there just to get started. So then £5 going in. Nope, sorry, I can see the money sticking out. Don't like that. It annoys me when people do that. And then I have £10 left, which I feel like I should be smart. And put it in save 6k maybe. Oh, 1 month ahead. I can start this, can't I? So then 2 5s makes 10. And then that is started as well. So 1 month ahead isn't a very big, that was that even on shop? Yeah. It's got the money in it. This isn't a big push for me. I'm not wanting to get it done by any certain time. However, save the year is going to be, it comes to 1300 at least. I think it's 1345 after I've edited it. So it comes to something around there. 1,000 of that will be an emergency fund, and the 300 and something, if I manage to save it all, of course, it doesn't have to take, I don't have to do it this year. For example, I might be able to do 4 this year and the other 7 next year. Who knows? But the rest of the money will then, so £1,000 will be my emergency, and then the other 340 something will go towards other things. I can't function my brain. It'll go throughout my binders towards other things. So I'm just going to put this cash tray away. I forgot to add in phone. So I'm just going to have this to the side, and I'm going to start with the penny savings. So let's see how much is in here. £23.46. And then I'll start with my variables. So I've got £5 in gifts, there should be. Yep. I am ambidextrous, by the way, but I'm left-hand dominant, and I've hurt something here in my hand. So I'm just writing on the left. There should be £10 in health, which there is. That's good. Health is 10. As we know, I've just put a £5 into phone. So there's 5 there. What's next? Save 6,000. I was hoping to fully fund that. Well, not fully fund, of course. I meant get it to the first 105, which is what I wanted to get it to. Throughout January's pay. There is no January's pay, as I've said. So I've got 50, 70, 80. So I only needed to add in 25 into that to get it to 105 where I wanted it. But things don't always work out like that, which is just annoying. Can't believe they're refusing to pay me. So save 6,000 has 80. If you hear any strange noises, by the way, my dogs will probably end up coming upstairs. They follow me upstairs when I'm on my own. Christmas has 100. I've missed out the rest of that entire binder. Save the year, as we know, has 20 because I've just put it in, so I'm not going to bother counting it. And 1 month ahead has 10. So let's do some maths. 100, 200, 20, 30, 40, 50, 150, 346. That's how I'm ending December. And I'd hoped to get my savings to £200 by the end of January, but things don't always work out, which I'm absolutely gutted about. But yeah, I'm going to keep going with my savings as much as I possibly can. I know my sister still owes me £20 from Christmas. She doesn't get paid until the 30th of January, so I should be getting some money from her, which I'll probably put into save 6,000. Honestly, I don't really know what I'm going to do. I don't understand how they can just keep your money from you when you're supposed to be legally entitled to it. I don't understand why you can have contracts that say that they don't have to pay you. It's just not fair. And also, I've still got the gift card in spending. Yeah, so yeah, that is everything from me. I will see you in the middle of February. Bye.